Hello everyone, today is something I've been talking about doing for the longest time, and for once, I'm finally going to do it. We're going to talk about The Hunger Games, my absolute favorite series, Now, I love The Hunger Games, and it's been out for a very long time. And so I've got a lot of stuff here that I want to show you that's been part of my Hunger Games collection for a really long time. Some stuff I'm not going to be showing you. I don't have it out, or I don't have it with me. I'm messing with the gain on here. I don't think I should be doing that. Anyways, so I wanted to share some of this with you, and I also made these finger claws. I posted a video. I'm wearing the same outfit I was wearing in it. I just finished making these. So I've got some different colors here. It's kind of hard to see the colors. The lighting in my room is not super great. But I didn't want it to be too bright because it is an ASMR. And I know sometimes people watch these while they go to sleep, or just to relax, and bright lights are not really great for relaxing. So anyways, I made these. I've got different colors. They're a little big. I wanted them to be smaller, but it is what it is. Anyways, let me take a drink of water. You should take a drink of water too. And let's get started. First, the Hunger Games pin. This is obviously the Mockingjay pin, and if you know anything about the series, you know that in the movies, she gets this pin, the main character Katniss gets this pin from Greasy May at the, oh my gosh, I forget what it's called. But anyways, at her market in the movie. In the book, her friend gives this to her, and it's one of her only friends that she has in District 12. So this pin is a symbol of home. It's a reminder of the people who she loves, and it's also it becomes the sign of freedom for everyone in District 12 and all of the districts. And it becomes a symbol of rebellion against the capital. I've had this pin for a very long time. I've had this since high school, which for me was a really long time ago. Let's move on. The next things that I want to show you, actually, let's go to something different. Next, I have the Hunger Games 2-disc Blu-ray and digital copy. And this is not in a box set, but that's okay. I didn't want to wait for the box set. I wanted to buy this right away. So let's read the back of it, why not? Every year in the ruins of what was once North America, the capital of the nation and of Panem, forces each of its 12 districts to send a teenage boy and girl to compete in the Hunger Games. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen volunteers in her younger sister's place and must rely upon her sharp instincts when she's pitted against highly trained tributes who have prepared their entire lives. If she's ever to return home to District 12, Katniss must make impossible choices in the arena that weigh survival against humanity and life against love. This is what I just read right here, up at the top. Here, up at the top. I just read all of this. So that's the description of the first Hunger Games movie. Just in case you haven't seen the others, I'm not going to spoil it. This is the beginning of the saga that is Katniss Everdeen. Up next, we have Catching Fire. And this one comes in a sleeve. I actually bought it with a sleeve. Is this not opened? Oh my goodness. I haven't opened this one. How funny. Anyways, so this one is an unopened copy of Catching Fire. And this is my favorite book. I loved this book so much. Everyone says this is their favorite book. It's a really intense story going on. And actually, there's a... Oh, I totally forgot to grab one more thing. I'll grab it in a little bit. This is just a really intense movie. Yeah, I don't want to read the back for you because it's a spoiler. Just in case you haven't seen the movie. It's been a very long time that they've been out, but maybe you were too young to watch them. Or maybe you weren't interested in them, and now you might be. Either way, I won't spoil anything. So, that's the second movie. And then the third movie was split into 2 parts because it was going to be so long. And it's called Mockingjay. Oh, the second one was called Catching Fire. This is Mockingjay Part 1. And I also have Mockingjay Part 2. So I've got both copies here. $24.99. Oh, $10.99. I was like, did I really pay $25 for this? Oh, they both say the same thing. Interesting. Yeah, I think I know where I got these from. I must have bought these at a store called FYE, For Your Entertainment. They're in a lot of malls here in California, or they were. It's not super popular anymore. But anyways, this is the finale to the Hunger Games series, the original Hunger Games series. You can see there's some description on the back, but once again, I'm not going to spoil anything, so I'm even kind of covering most of what you see here. So I absolutely love these movies. So that's all of the DVDs. Next, I want to go over to one of the books, which is from the very first movie. This is called The Hunger Games Tribute Guide. And the Hunger Games Tribute Guide, well, let me just read the back for you. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. Welcome to Panem's 74th Hunger Games. Here is the ultimate guide to the 24 tributes participating in Panem's 74th Annual Hunger Games. Follow the tributes' journey from the reaping to the games with an exclusive look at the highlights along the way. The trip to the Capitol, the tribute parade, the stations of the training center, and the interviews with Caesar Flickerman. Plus, you'll find profiles of President Snow and Seneca Crane, portraits of each tribute, and detailed information on each district's industry. Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't read this. This unique guide to the tributes contains never-before-seen photos and quotes from the film, and is a must-have for any Hunger Games fan. Don't miss these other official movie books based on the Hunger Games film, the Hunger Games Official Illustrated Movie Companion, and The World of the Hunger Games. So that's all what the back says here. The back is really pretty looking. I like this. It has the Capitol seal. Let me use just one finger. You've got the Capitol seal. Oh, this is so hard to do backwards. Anyways, you've got the Capitol seal here. And then just, I don't know what this is, but I guess they're just letting you know it's the 74th Annual Hunger Games. Wow, this is such a pretty book. I'm ashamed that I've never actually gone through it. Oh, they have pictures of each tribute. Katniss and Peeta are last. Interesting that Peeta is last. Oh, and then you can see Effie Trinket. I wonder if I can show you this without dropping it. Let me try. You can see the pictures as you go by. There's Seneca Crane, President Snow. Let's see what else we've got. Peeta, Katniss, Thresh, Rue, Tribute Boy, Tribute Girl, Tribute Girl. They don't even name them? That's so sad. Tribute Boy, Tribute Girl, Tribute Boy, Tribute Girl. There's Foxface, Tribute Boy, Tribute Girl, Tribute Boy, Kato, Clove. Yeah, it's getting harder to do this. Marvel. Glimmer. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Okay, it's too hard to do it anymore. But anyway, so this is a really cool book. Up next, I want to show you. Oh, it's starting to hurt my fingers. Some rubber bands. Some wrist bracelets that I used to have. This one says, "I volunteer as tribute," and it's a nice light blue. It's like a turquoise teal. I used to wear this every single day. No, I didn't. Not every day. But I would wear it quite a bit in high school. This one says Peeta on it. Peeta. And it's like a black with like flame colors on the bottom. I used to wear that every day. And then I used to wear this Katniss one. These are so cool. I haven't held these in so long. It says on the inside, 2012 Lionsgate Film Incorporated, all rights reserved. This one's really cool. I like this one a lot. This one says District 12 on it. District 12. District 12, District 12. This is a bad idea. I used to wear all of these and also this one. This one's really cool. I got this on Etsy a long time ago. You can see it's got the Hunger Games seal, the tribute. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, my words aren't working. We have the Mockingjay pin, and we've also got this really lovely like braided style. Not braided. Anyways, it doesn't matter. You can see. I don't have to describe it. So we've got this. I used to wear this. It was a bracelet as well. And I used to wear it with all of these other bracelets. I volunteer as tribute. Fun fact, this is my senior quote in my high school yearbook when I was a senior. Okay, let's see. District 12, this one's really worn. I wore this one a lot. So those are just some of the fun stuff. Let's get back to the books. I'll go chronological order. We then have a book called The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I got this for Christmas last year. And the back of it says, ambition will fuel him, competition will drive him, but power has its price. And what I thought about this book, it says on the front, a Hunger Games novel by Suzanne Collins. I personally loved this book. People asked me, should I read the book? Because there wasn't a movie yet. People were asking me, let me drink some water, 1 second. So some people were asking me about this book, and they said, is it worth reading? Would I enjoy it? And I said, you know what, I think if you've read the original Hunger Games trilogy and you absolutely loved it, you should read this. If not, the book isn't wasted on you, but there's going to be a lot of things in here that you won't really understand. Well, you'll understand it, but it's just heightened if you already know a lot about the Hunger Games. For example, there's a character in here who a lot of people might not even know is in the other one. I haven't seen the movie yet, by the way. I'm gonna watch the movie tonight. I'm so excited. The movie's been out for like a month and a half already. No, maybe like a month. And I haven't seen it because I've been too lazy. The first day that it came out, I could have gone to see it, but I didn't want to go when the theater was completely full of people. I don't like to go to full theaters. I have a movie pass, so I can go all the time whenever I want, see however many movies I want. I go to Edwards Theaters, by the way. Regal Cinema, Regal Theaters, whatever you call it, it's all the same. Edwards Theater. And I go there because I've been going since I was little. And since I've been going since I was little, I really fell in love with that theater. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep going to them because I know that theater. I grew up going to them. It's just something special. So I continue to go to them. So that's where I have my movie pass for as well. And I can go whenever I want. So I figured I'm not going to miss the movie. You know what I mean? So I'm going tonight at 6:20. 6:20. So this is a really good book. And like I said, there's a character in here who you might not even know is in Mockingjay, the movie, and the books, obviously. But so there's just little things like that where, like, oh my gosh, this goes on, you know, in the first movie, or oh, I remember they talk about this in the third movie or the second movie. But again, it's a really good book. If you haven't seen the movie, I recommend reading it. If you have seen the movie, give yourself a couple of weeks, couple of months before you read the book, because I've just noticed that consuming the same thing back to back, it's kind of hard, because you're expecting, no matter what, you always expect to see some of the same things, familiarity, but you don't always get that. Anyways, up next we have the unofficial Hunger Games cookbook. I got this at Target a long time ago. And this is kind of a silly book, because it's just food, it's just a cookbook. But they teach you things like the gruel that Greasy May makes. Let's take a look inside together. I don't think this is gonna work. Okay. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Egg and sausage pie. So ridiculous. Cheesy, meaty hash brown casserole. Chapter 2. Breaking Bread. Of all the foods described in the Hunger Games trilogy, bread is by far the most mentioned and the most important. That's true. Bread is everywhere in the Hunger Games. It's a form of national pride and a national identity. Each district has its own distinct bread. And grain is one of the few meager offerings given to those poor souls who put themselves up for Tesserae. I'm not going to describe what Tesserae is. Anyways, which showcases the class struggle seen throughout the books. While some breads are finer than others, every citizen of Panem, from the elites in the capital to the mine workers in District 11, would vouch for its necessity. So let's take a look at what kind of breads they have. District 11's crescent moon roll with sesame seeds. Mockingjay flatbread crackers. Tips from your sponsor. To spice up this basic recipe, try mixing a pinch of cloves and cinnamon or garlic powder and onion powder, or even a half cup of cheese into the flour. This flatbread goes well with hummus or any Middle Eastern-esque topping. Super sweet potato rolls. Tips from your sponsor. I really like that. That's cute. Tips from your sponsor if you're short on time. Instead of baking sweet potatoes and then mashing them by hand, just buy a 15-ounce can of sweet potato puree and use half of and use half of it in this recipe. Use the rest of the can for a yummy sweet potato pie. Greasy Say's, not Greasy May, I'm stupid. Greasy Say's winter specialty. Yields 4 to 6 servings. Oh, interesting. They put a little description on each one of these. The fact that Katniss can hold down this gross-sounding dish while feeling ill after eating just one meal of rich foods from the capital shows how Katniss is used to hard living. She's not at home in the lap of luxury. The fact that the meal from the capital makes her ill also shows that she's having a hard time stomaching the unfair situation in which she finds herself. The Hunger Games, Chapter 3. Greasy Say's spicy vegetarian chili. Sometimes that poverty in the seam is so dire there's no meat, not even dog entrails, for Greasy Say to use in her hearty soups. However, this chili, while lacking meat, more than makes up for it in flavor. The Hunger Games, Chapter 3. Tips from your sponsor. This recipe isn't for the faint-hearted, thus making it perfect for Katniss. The amount of spices and peppers in this recipe pack quite a punch. For less spice, use only 2 chipotle peppers. This book was written by Emily and Sarah Baines. Or Baines. B-A-I-N-E-S. Okay. Up next, I want to show you something a little different than books. This is the Hunger Games Catching Fire 12-month calendar. This calendar is from 2014. January 2014 to December 2014. Let's take a look at the months. In January, we can see Katniss and Peeta and a peacekeeper. In February, oh, these are not right. Sorry, that's May. In May, we can see, let's try to do this in order. Where's January? Oh, January is the big one. January, we can see Primrose Everdeen and Katniss Everdeen, and they're holding each other. And then we go to February. Let's see. In February, we can see Katniss's mother and also Primrose. In March, we can see Effie Trinket. In April, we can see Katniss and Peeta raising their hands together in unity. Then we can finally see Katniss, Peeta, and the Peacekeeper. Sorry, I did that a little out of order. Then we go over to June, where we can see Finnick Odair. Where am I? This is hard to do backwards, sorry. We can see Finnick Odair creeping up behind Katniss as they are in the training rooms. And then here, what month is this? July. We can see Plutarch Heavensbee and President Snow. And they seem to be discussing the Hunger Games. And then over here, imagine if I knew my months, August, we can see Gale Hawthorne and Katniss Everdeen. It's a little shiny because obviously I haven't opened this. Next, we've got September, where we can see Gale being taken away by 2 peacekeepers. And then at the bottom, we've got October, November, and December. In October, we have Plutarch Heavensbee talking with Haymitch Abernathy. And then in November, we have Katniss Everdeen talking with... It's been a really long time since I've read or seen this. How could I forget his name? I'll remember his name in just a second. And then December, let's see, what's December? Oh, gross. December, we can see President Snow. Yay! President Snow. I'll remember his name in just a second. Anyways. So this is the Hunger Games Catching Fire 12-month calendar. And you can see the now on fire Mockingjay pin. Up next, I've got some magazines of the Hunger Games. This first one is technically not from the Hunger Games. It's just Jennifer Lawrence. And I just thought it would be cool to have another... well, it literally does say the Hunger Games is Jennifer Lawrence, America's kick-ass sweetheart. And this is the Rolling Stone magazine. This is from April 12th, 2012. My goodness. 2012. That was 11 years ago. Oh my gosh, we're in 2024. That was 12 years ago. So first, we've got that one. Up next, these are in no particular order. We've got the Hunger Games Mockingjay with 3 giant posters on the inside. And the 3 posters are of Katniss Everdeen, Gale Hawthorne, and Cressida. Here's Cressida. She is one of the camera people. She's part of her bug crew. If you read the books, you'll know that they wear this like bug armor. It's not actually bug stuff, but anyways. Then you can see Gale here. I'm kind of covering him, sorry. And they've got the wings, which are super, super cool. And then, of course, Katniss Everdeen. These are the 3 posters that are inside. And this is just one of them. I also have this. This is also from Mockingjay. Got this at the grocery store. And this is from the Collector's Edition US, just like the other one that I showed you. This one also has 3 giant posters inside. And this one shows you Peeta and Gale with the Mockingjay painted over their face. This does not happen in the movies. And then Katniss Everdeen in the chair that we're supposed to see President Snow in, I believe. I can't remember. But this... Oh my goodness, did my computer just die? Oh, it just fell asleep. I almost had a heart attack. Okay. So this was definitely one of the posters they used for the movies. And then let's go a little further back in time. We have the Catching Fire, Hunger Games film, comic book. Oh, this is so interesting. On the back of it, we can see CoverGirl, The Hunger Games Catching Fire, in theaters November 22nd. Stone Cold, Red Hot, the masonry look inspired by District 2. And we can see the makeup that they used in order to achieve this look. And they have the seal for District 2. Is that correct? Oh, it just says Capital Collection. And District 2 is infamous for being very involved with the Hunger Games, preparing their tributes for the Hunger Games every year. So it's no surprise that they are sponsored by the Capitol for this. Anyways, I just have one last magazine for us to look at, also from Catching Fire. Oh, I love this so much. The back of this also has CoverGirl, The Hunger Games Catching Fire, in theaters November 22nd. Absolutely catching. The fishing look, inspired by District 4. District 4 is, like they said, the fishing district. This is where Finnick Odair is from. This is where Mags is from. And this is also where Finnick's bride... oops. Kind of a spoiler, I'm sorry. Where Finnick's love is from as well. We can see the makeup they used to capture this look here. And it's also the Capitol seal. They're not particularly loving of the Capitol, but... Oh, I forgot one more thing. Duh, the main Hunger Games series. The last thing I'm going to show you is my Hunger Games book collection. I absolutely love this collection. I wanted this so bad when I was little, and I got it. And you can see it says the Hunger Games trilogy here on the side. Suzanne Collins, the author, up at the top. And the infamous Mockingjay pin on the side here. It tells you what books are in here. We have the Hunger Games. We also have Catching Fire, and Mockingjay, and Mockingjay. The books are all in this wonderful complete set. It's technically not complete now that the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is out. There is a new box set just like this. I think it's $90 though, or $70. I can't remember. Either way, I'm not willing to spend that because I already have this, and this is my first, this was the first way that I bought the books. And I already have the book anyways, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, so there was really no need to go out and buy the new bundle set, just like this, but with an extra book here on the side. There was just no need. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I still have some posters. I have one more thing I need to show you. Let me come back. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to show you is in this really nice little bag. I don't even remember where I got this from, but I love it. Inside of here is a broken bracelet. If you don't recognize this, I'll tell you what it is in just a moment. So it's supposed to connect right here in order to be a bracelet. And the bracelet, if you can tell, is actually the bracelet that Haymitch gives to Finnick in Catching Fire. And this bracelet, this is a spoiler by the way, this bracelet is a symbol of like it represents that we're on the same side. it's basically trying to tell Katniss inside of the Hunger Games that we are all together. We're all doing this together. And I love this so much that I have been considering getting this as a tattoo on my arm or my leg, probably my arm. But I don't know if I'm willing to get a tattoo. It's just something that I've struggled with for a really long time. Especially, I'm a teacher now, and I know it's illegal to judge somebody's like higher ability based on their looks, but it still happens, you know? Anyways, so I really like this idea, but it broke, obviously. I'm super sad about that. But it's so pretty and I love it, and I used to wear it as well. I want to get another one, but I know how cheap it is, so there's no point, you know what I mean? But I would love to make one of real gold, or at least gold plated. I'm obsessed with gold. So I would just love to have this as a real gold band, and I would wear this all the time if I could. I'm probably going to look into getting one. It's pretty cheap. I could probably snap this in half right now, but I'm not going to do that, obviously. Okay, I'm going to come back in like 2 seconds for you, but for me it'll be a couple more seconds. I'm going to show you a poster that I have from the Hunger Games. I hope it's not too hard to take out, but I want to show you my whole collection because I don't want to make another video. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this first one is from the 75th Hunger Games, Catching Fire, The Quarter Quell. You can see this is a massive poster. I used to have this up on my wall, and I just think it's so beautiful. This is a movie poster, obviously, and I love it. The next poster that I have is also from Catching Fire. At the top here, you can't really read it, but it says, "The sun persists in rising, so I make myself stand." And we can see Katniss Everdeen standing on, I don't know, some kind of rock. Very pretty poster. I love this. You can also see the clouds kind of look like wings. So pretty. I love this. Oh my gosh. Ugh, kill me. Okay, they're stuck together. But anyways, here we can see Katniss Everdeen facing backwards, and at the bottom it says, "I am, I will." Which is the one you just heard ripping, is my very first Hunger Games poster that I ever got. And this is The World We'll Be Watching, and this is from the very first movie, The Hunger Games. And this one has the tribute introduction grounds, where the Capitol and everyone watching will actually see our tributes for the first time. Well, I guess for the second time, other than the reaping. Anyways, I'll be right back. Oh, 1 second. Okay, I think I'm back now. My computer died while I was putting the posters away. Anyways, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any of these really peculiar Hunger Games memorabilia, let me know in the comments. If you don't, and this was the first time you've seen some of this stuff, I'd love to know. Anyways, thank you so much. Also, if you want to comment or DM me if you know me, tell me what you think about whether or not I should get a tattoo of the bracelet that I showed you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.